Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Part of the Culture podcast. So I'm sitting here with my boy Cola. Thank you for having me in the box truck. So he started a vending machine business. We started a vending machine business. He was kind of already involved. So I'm just gonna be bringing him back. I think a lot of people want to learn how to launch a vending machine business. So I'm gonna make this more of a series than just kind of a one-time podcast, because I think there's so much stuff to cover that you can't cover it. So we're just gonna make this first introduction sweet. I want to ask Cola first to introduce yourself, and then secondly, let's talk about how you got involved, and then I'll tell you how I got involved. But go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Cola, and eating some toffee peanuts.
That he slangs. How many of those do you sell a week, do you think?
Well, the box of 48, probably do like a box a week.
That's pretty good. 48. So we're out here slanging units. So I know you told me a little bit about how you got started in the vending machine business, but what's up, cuz? But let the people know how you got involved in this vending machine business.
Well, apparently vending machine businesses has been like a viable side hustle and kind of like supplemental income thing for a long time. Because like a lot of like older people in my life, when I told them about it, they were like, oh yeah, my brother-in-law used to do that, or this, so I guess it's something that a lot of people had looked at as like ways to do some side hustle. And I found out about it a couple years ago when I was literally researching. I literally just Googled like other forms of passive income.
Really?
Yeah, that's like literally just what I Googled. And this was before I even owned any stocks or anything. I was just, and vending machines was one of them. So I started to look into it, and then like that same week I came across this dude on Twitter who had a vending machine business, and he was just like talking about how well he does. And I was like, oh yeah, this is it for sure.
We're literally in a box truck full of stuff. We just launched this vending machine business. But go ahead. I don't want to interrupt. I just want to show people where we're at. We're in this box truck doing this.
We're in the truck.
You're the GOAT. Honestly, anybody who says anything dope about me, I'm a mirror, and it's you. So how do you go from that to sitting in your own box truck doing a podcast? Eating nuts. I'm trying to get one.
Yeah, these are fire. I don't know.
I vending machine to get these.
I actually like kind of avoided scaling to the scale for a while, because like I got into it like probably a cool year ago, and I just picked up like a couple little locations. Yeah. And it was just like a super side hustle. I'd go hit my locations here and there.
So you've had vending machines before?
Yeah, I've had vending machines for
I didn't know you had vending machines before this business.
Oh, for real?
I thought you only worked. So I'll tell you what I thought about you.
Yeah.
I thought you worked with a dude before the Asian dude, and it might be the same dude, and you just ran around with him, and he was showing you the business.
Oh no.
That's all I thought. I mean, you've had vending machines? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got a couple of locations that are just like my little side thing. I have.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dope.
And so I've been doing that for a year, so that's how I got familiar with kind of like the mechanics of the machine.
They're fucking good.
Learned about the mechanics of the machine and like how to service them and whatnot. And I was kind of like, I had some opportunities to grow, and like, I mean, I always knew if I wanted to, I could grow it and scale it and do numbers, but I kind of was focused on other stuff, so I avoided it for a while. And then this kind of opportunities came out of nowhere, something I couldn't really pass on.
So what was your first vending machine business, and then why this deal was the turning point?
Well, my first, I wouldn't even call it a business. You mean like my first location?
Your first location, yeah. That's a business. Once you start making some money, you're in a business. But
that's true. My first location was actually a church.
Okay.
A church, yeah. And it was just like a simple soda and snack machine. Yeah, and that was it. That was like not last summer, but this. What was that last? Oh dang, over a year ago.
Okay.
Last summer, was it? Yeah, last summer, I think. And that was the first one. And then, what was the second question?
So you said you didn't want to grow the vending machine business.
Oh, why can you pass on this one?
So you literally just like you literally just Google passive income.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of follow it.
Yeah, it was like the type of thing.
Did you buy the vending machine and put it in the church, or was it already there?
No, those ones I went and I got the location. Like I went and negotiated like a situation.
Yeah.
And then I went and got the machines from somebody and got them placed.
I didn't know that. So I'm learning. I like these podcasts. You learn stuff. I was with this guy all day. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So the second question, I didn't know, were you gonna say something?
No, I was just gonna say the two main ways that you can get into the vending business is either you go and find a location and then you go get the machine separately and get it placed, or the second way is that you buy a pre-existing route from someone who's already operating them.
I always like to give gems. Where do you buy vending machines at? I actually found a lady that has. Do you see that? Do you see the videos I tagged you in?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Elga,
yeah,
she
yeah.
has like the crazy machine.
Yeah, those are fancy, bro.
Yeah, she was telling me she's like, they're Japanese designs, but they're made in China, so they're hella good, but they're cheaper.
Japanese go hard with the vending.
Hell, I heard that she said that America's 10 years behind when it comes to vending machines. But yeah. The perks of so what made you go bigger in this business? Oh yeah, actually I skipped over. Where do people buy vending machines from?
Well,
if you want to tell them, you don't have to tell them.
me?
Yeah. Hit Cole if you want one.
Yeah, if you want to know, for real, if you want a vending machine, hit me up. I mean, just other vendors, you know what I mean? Because like dudes who have been in it for years, decades, they just have machines on machines stacked in their backyard type shit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What made you make the leap into going bigger, to going from, you had how many? 3, 4?
Yeah, 4.
What made you go from 4 to 90?
Well, we had an opportunity to buy this business from this dude, and it was just such a good value that it's like I always say it's like, because for anyone who doesn't know anything about me, like I collect comics and Pokemon cards and
Yeah, it's dope ass stuff.
sealed VHS tapes and shit, and like for me it's like I live on Craigslist, bro. Like I bought my car off Craigslist. I always try to find like the biggest one of like my biggest hacks in life is I always try to find something for like a fraction of its actual value, but not like a beat up shitty ass. You know, like something that's like actually worth 100, but I can find it for 30. That's just like, yeah, that's what I live for. So, and I always say this, like, I don't give a damn if you have like a hammer, bro. If the hammer's worth like $14 and you're gonna sell it to me for $2, yeah, I'll take it because I can always flip it. And
I'll flip anything.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, it's kind of like a no-brainer. Like, why would you not buy it for a fraction of the price?
If it's not gonna put me in jail, I'll flip it. Alright.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it. Alright, so
Yeah.
so you just said that you took over this 90 machines because it was just too good of a deal to pass on.
Yeah, basically.
You felt like it was like life-changing, or like what was a light bulb, or what was it?
No, I mean, it's just one, it's life-changing. It's a life-changing opportunity financially. Two, the deal and just the perks of the deal are something that you're not really gonna ever come across again.
Yeah.
So, you know, I decided, like, and the reason I avoided it so much is because I was focused on other stuff and I didn't really want to get like sucked into like being a full-time vendor.
Yeah.
But again, it's just the value was there, where the value far outweighed the cost, and I was like, all right, I will probably regret it if I don't do this.
For sure. That's the only question that's in my bro. Like, why hit me up? Like, where do I come into the picture?
Well, I was just in a position where
you can be transparent. Like,
yeah,
I knew you were a rich nigga. Like, I don't.
Well, no, I mean, it takes a certain type of minded individual to undertake a venture like this.
Yeah,
that's just the reality of it. And you know, for me, I found it. I saw it as an opportunity to, you know, kind of create wealth in my family that we have never really had.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I really admire.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? I really admire people. Like, a lot of people try to hate on rich people, or they try to say someone who grew up in a rich family is like, they try to hate on it.
Yeah.
But for me, actually, I really admire that. Like,
for sure.
I really admire their parents, like,
Yeah.
and their grandparents or whoever took that step and that leap to create generational wealth for their family.
I feel that, bro, a
know?
lot.
You know, I know exactly. We had these conversations. So, like, for me, that's a desire of mine, is to be able to provide that for my future generations. And I saw this as an opportunity to be able to at least start that process. So for me, my first step was, you know, I mean, I didn't really have a lot of family members that could undertake that. And so I said, okay, well, I'm gonna hit my family first. And, you know, there wasn't really a whole lot of traction there. So then I said, okay, once I hit my family up, I'm gonna start to hit up people that are close to me that I would trust. And you're the first person that I hit up that outside my family, actually. So
You hear that? We are family.
yeah, exactly.
My phone's gonna die. Shit. Phone died. Who cares? We'll continue this for the people over here. For me, I think that's huge. You know what I mean? I'll take a second. Like, generational wealth. So right now we're in the box truck. We're sitting in a box truck. That's why we're all close and stuff. And probably have some clips going as this goes. But in the house, there's a contract on the desk, and if anything were to happen to me, the profits from this business go to my son. And for me, that's huge because it's generational wealth. I'm talking to a lawyer. I'm going to set up a trust fund. If for any reason, God forbid, I die, I have a life insurance policy. Like, it's definitely important to take care of your future generations. They say, like, the wise, they take care of their kids and their kids' kids. So I'm definitely trying to set up plays like that, even if they're small, from the Airbnbs to everything. So it's just definitely been a blessing to come on, you know, and be part of this team is huge. So, you know, thank you for bringing me on to this. Is there, I think it's pretty straightforward if I was going to say, so you went online, you were fascinated by vending machines, then you just found a location and you got one, and then how did the dude who you it's okay. That's all right, because by the time I do it, we'll be done. The dude who you bought the business from, how did you connect with him, and how did you guys turn it into the relationship that it bloomed into?
Yeah, well, like, I think the biggest kind of like that's the beginning, and we're now let me get a couple of those because they're too much to do. That was my Google search was the beginning, and then we're now at where we're at. But everything in the middle is like some of the key things is it's like a thread, meaning like I researched that shit on Google, found out about it. Then that same week, I found the dude on Twitter that was like talking about his business. I contacted him because, like I said, I found his website.
They're like real gems if you're really listening. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I'm the type of person, you know, I'm not afraid to reach out. So, and I try to get crafty, bro. Like this fool had you know, like a tweet, like a picture about how he went from like a side hustle to a 6-figure business, and the shit went viral. Like, it had, you know, 5-6 figure retweets and likes and everything. And everyone's under his comment, or everyone's under his tweet, you know, how do I get involved, this, that, and the third. Everyone's trying to tap in. And I was like, damn, there's like, I would love to hear what this guy's talking about, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to cut through all this noise. It's just too viral. So what I did is I found a workaround, and I just went to his the website that was a link in his bio, and it was his vending company website. And I just went to the contact us section, and I found his phone number, and I just called him. And he's
That's
like,
crazy.
He's like in Philadelphia.
Gems. There's gems.
Yeah.
Gems.
And yeah, I just like told him I was interested in getting involved, and then he said, yeah, give me, you know, here's my email, hit me up. I'm happy to answer any questions. And so one of the things that he suggested to me, which I didn't know about, so I talked to him. He said every area has a vending warehouse, which is kind of like a smaller wholesale.
Gems are coming. Yeah. I didn't even know this.
Yeah, yeah, they're not quite Costco's or Pitco's or any of that. It's they're specific for vendors, and not every area has one. Like the closest one is like San Leandro, but then the closest one to us is right here in off 10th Street, San Jose. And so we're lucky that there's one here. And he was like, yeah, if I was you, I would just go find yours and go down there and try to build some relationships. And because guys, that's where all the vendors go. So there's a community, there's a network, they all know each other. And that's where people are like selling routes, or they know someone who's selling routes, this, that, and the third. So I was in LA at the time, and when I got back out here, that's one of the first things I did. I just went and popped up over there, and I went to the dude that was working there. I just fronted. I was like, yeah, I'm getting I'm getting into the game. Looking to buy some routes, like, da 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 da. And we just ended up. He's a super cool dude. So we ended up.
That's the first dude you talked to?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he works there. And,
okay.
And he ended up, we ended up talking and exchanging phone numbers, and I'll come back like once a week, and then he connected me with a guy that was trying to sell his route, who I ended up buying my first machines from.
Wow.
Who I still am in contact with in case I need anything fixed. And then, so make a long story short, that guy who works at that warehouse, he ended up building them. He started to trust me, like he started to, respect me and admire me and whatever. And he connected me with all my network, and basically he connected me with the individual that I ended up buying the business from.
I think that was the dopest story. There's like Jim. I'll just go over the gems that I heard. Gem 1, he researched how to make passive income. Like, a lot of people don't even just search.
Yeah, exactly.
2, he didn't just give up when he seen it was viral. He found the phone number. 3, the biggest gem, is he took action on calling the guy. Mentorship doesn't always have to be paid. 4, biggest gem, you go to the spot that the dude tells you to go to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and then 5, you go in there and you talk to everybody, and you actually do what it says, like gym after gym after gym. Like, just off of that, just off of what he told you right now, if you had a couple bucks or whatever, like, you could go start a vending machine business, literally off of what he just said, which I think is huge. I didn't even know all this. So glad I did this podcast. Again, there's going to be more parts. We're going to be breaking down routes and all types of stuff. Cola is my business partner now, so he will be on the platform a lot more. Love working with the guy. So I think for me, I want to kind of tell our origin story. Me and Cola met on some fluke shit. Probably fucking, maybe like 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago.
Something like that, yeah.
Around there. So it's been some years. I did silk screen above an auto body shop. I pressed my own screens. I did everything above this auto body spot. One day I was walking down the stairs, and he was getting his brakes fixed or something.
Yeah.
He was getting his brakes fixed, and he's like, "Are those screens?" And just out of a fluke, I was like, "Yeah," and I just showed him my shop. I invited you up. I can't remember were you with someone?
I was with Jacob.
Okay, so I invited him and Jacob up, and we just chopped it up. I don't even remember us exchanging information. I honestly do not remember our second conversation.
No, I think I ended up like coming back and like asking Larry or just going up there and knocking. For the first while, I would always go up and knock. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And then he launched a brand called Good Coat, which he still has to this day. God bless. Years later. And he was just cool. He has a friend named Uki. Shout out to Uki. They were cool, like just down to earth dudes. And we just built a relationship, and just kind of like, as my career did what it did and his career did what it did, our lives just constantly kept interchanging. And we were intentional about, hey, I'm gonna come over. He's like, I moved. He lives downtown. I moved downtown. And so we would start seeing each other all the time, a lot more. And so we just became friends. And so fast forward, just had a cool relationship. So fast forward, I'm sitting at WeWork. Mind you, we're still in the pandemic, but I'm in the pandemic. I'm sitting at WeWork, and I get a phone call. He's like, "Hey, I have this vending machine business that I have the opportunity to buy." He's like, "I need some investors." He asked for XYZ. And you know what? It wasn't even, I don't even think at any point no crossed my head. I asked him, I said one thing, like, hey, I'm gonna record. If anything, anybody who gets involved with me know that I'm gonna create some content around it. If you're okay with that, and if anything were to happen to me, I just had a child. I would like for my shares to go to my child. Once he said yeah to those things, he's solid. He's always, me and him have the same type principle structure. Obviously we're not the same person, But he's solid. He's been solid. You know, Lord knows what's gonna happen from this point forward. But I honestly was
solid.
Like, I just kind of knew. I was like, you know, and I'm a very patient person. So I think it, you know, this all started happening maybe about 2.5 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it would take time to get to this point, and I'm busy. I just had a baby. And so for me, that's how I got involved. And it's cool because I didn't even realize the extent of this business. I didn't realize, like, as we were filling up vending machines, people were buying stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he showed me, like, we damn near off of two stops, we damn near cleared out half this truck. So it's just a powerful thing for me, like, between my Airbnb business and my shirt business. I just like providing for people, whether they know it's me or not. So this was just an extension of that. I like passive income because with my business, I need to focus on doing the shirts. Airbnb is semi-passive. So this was an opportunity. Okay, hey, I have to maybe put in 4 to 6 hours every couple of weeks. That's nothing. You know what I mean? We'll say 5 hours every week. I can do that. And so it was huge. So that's kind of how I got involved. Prior to this, I didn't know anything about the vending machine business, but I did know, you know, I'll say like a quote from the richest man in Babylon, like, if you're looking to invest, like, Cola I already knew he was doing the vending machine thing. So there's a saying in the richest man of Babylon, don't buy rubies with the brick maker. You know what I'm saying? And so, because if you try to, the brick maker don't know about rubies.
Oh, I see.
You get you have to read the book, but pretty much if you were only into comics or only into that business, I would have said no.
Right.
But the fact that I seen you for I didn't even know it was a year and a half, but I know for the last 6 months, I seen this dude actively invested in this business, so I trusted his word. And I just knew it would be a great extension to what I do. I knew it would sound cool on a resume. And so that's kind of how I got involved in the business. And today was my first day, but I just wanted to, I just do a seminar, and I want to use the whole cow. So I'm a little bit different. So, you know, I got content from when I first pulled up. You know, we had a ribbon cutting. We did a podcast today. It's late, but it might be another 4, 5, 6, 7 days before I see Cola again. So I just wanted to encompass the whole day. Got some stories on my Instagram. So I just wanted to you know, that's kind of what I try to bring to the table is marketing, branding, my input on things. So today was huge for me, and I don't know if it was huge for you or not, but it was dope.
No, it was dope. I mean, it definitely, like, you know, it felt cool to have you, you know, come work with me, bro, just because it's like, yeah, we're in it together. And I was like, damn, like, sometimes I go out there and I knock them all down by myself. I'm like, damn, like, you know, not lonely, but you're just like, oh shit, this is a lot of work. So then when you came along today, I'm like, man, that was, you know, okay, cool. I mean, I'm not just in this alone, you know.
Yeah.
Right? That was cool.
So yeah, you're definitely not. I'm definitely like, I don't like talking about what I'm gonna do, to be transparent. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I'm somebody who like wants to do it, but you're, you know, God willing, like I just kept hearing like, help Cola out, make sure that, you know what I mean? Even if it's not all the time, like sometimes I always say like I go, like when I had my child, or even before I had my kid, like I go hard, and I always trust God. Like when you need rest, there will be rest. So I hope that, I just want to be that person, like damn, like right when you're at wit's end, or damn, I don't feel like putting another freaking Coca-Cola in the machine. That's where I'll come in and just help you out. And you know, I'll do my content thing and do my little story stuff, but I really did try to fill the machine.
Oh yeah, that's,
you know,
goes a long way, bro.
It was cool to see everything, man. There's fat stacks of cash. And so I thought it was ones, but
there's some fives in there.
Yeah, there's a couple fives and change, but and credit card machines. So it was a dope experience. But we're gonna keep this one short and sweet. We're gonna actually wrap it up. I just wanted the first series to kind of be how we started the vending machine business. So my name's JD. You can follow me on on Instagram at Part of the Culture, spelled normal, or you can go to partoftheculture.art. How can they find you, Cola?
Instagram, cola.wave.
Cool.
I'm all over the place. Find me in traffic.
Yeah, find him in traffic. He's trying to figure out what to do with the box truck. We need to start working on a dope ass logo.
Yeah.
But that's a different story for a different day. Hope you got some value. Hope you got some game. I'll say for me, Cola got involved by reaching out to people. I personally, like, if I had to speak for myself, which I normally won't, I think just by not being an asshole. So for any of you guys out there who maybe deals aren't coming your way or things, like, you might be a jerk. Like, so put more love out there. I think the one thing that has opened more doors for me is my ability to give information and give a helping hand, but just treat people with respect. That goes a long way. So before you treat that person in traffic bad, or that person, your co-worker, you don't know who they'll be. I didn't know this dude 8 years ago that looked at my screens. Imagine if he knocked on the door and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I would have never been sitting in this box truck,
That's
with a business. So
that's crazy.
Treat people with respect. That's where I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna shut it down here. This is JD. I'm signing out.